Actually, there's a recording of McCoy Tyner playing the B section of There Is No Greater Love using just diminished voice leading. So it does. Hello everybody and welcome back to my learning space. Today we're talking about diminished chords. Diminished chords can be really cool to add voice leading or to harmonize your melody in a really creative way. And today I'm going to show you just exactly how to achieve that. Well, what is a diminished chord? A diminished chord is a chord made up or stacked with minor thirds. So for example, I'll pick a random note. D. Okay. D, you can literally stack a minor third on top of D, which will be F, another minor third on top of that, another minor third on top of that, and we have a diminished chord. Now the thing about diminished chord is that because it's divided into equal parts, D diminished will be the same as F diminished will be the same as A flat diminished will be the same as B diminished. Okay. And because of that, it also means that diminished can feed more than one chord at a time. But diminished chord kind of has a really, really strong pull. It's very like it wants to lead somewhere, like or. How to choose which diminished chord to use for the chord that you are working with. For instance, let's take E flat major 6. There are many ways you can figure out which diminished chord to use. For the purposes of keeping this as simple as possible, just look at the note that's below the chord that you're working with. If I have an E flat major 6, D is a half step below. The half step below is the diminished that works. So D diminished resolves to E flat major 6. Now the thing about major 6 chords, they are the same as their related minor chords. For instance, if I keep this shape and go down to the related minor of E flat major, which is C minor, I can keep the same chord and get a different, I can keep the same structure and get a different chord. C minor 7 is the same as E flat major 6. Now in order to explain to you how to properly use diminished chords, you have to know the bebop major scale. Bebop major scale is just a major scale with a passing step between 5 and 6. So the thing about major scales is that you're gonna have to like really be, let's like hone in on the scale. Okay, so I'm just gonna play a major 6 chord here, but if you notice, the next degree of the scale, which is F, is actually part of one of the chord tones of D diminished. So it's actually a diminished note, which means you can fit a diminished chord in there. Then if you go up to the next degree, it's actually one of the chord tones of E flat major 6. E flat major 6, first of all, you need to be able to play it in inversion. So here we have E flat major 6. I'm going to play it at different degrees. These are inversions. What's an inversion? I take the bottom note and I put it at the top. So now we have a G on top, but it's all exactly the same notes. Now we have the B flat on top. Now we have the C on top. Now we have the root basically back to closed position. So we're working with closed position chords here. Closed position meaning a closed octave with the chord tones inside. Now same thing with the diminished chord. Closed position with the chord tones inside. And now we want to move the inversions as per the scale moves, if that makes sense. So if we look at the first degree of E flat major, we have E flat major 6, but the second degree is actually part of the diminished scale, so we'll move up the diminished chord likewise. And if you notice, the third degree is part of the chord tones of E flat major 6, so we move. And if you notice, the next one is a diminished. It's pretty much the same until the scale ends. So the way the bebop major scale works is that it's chord major 6 chord diminished, major 6 chord diminished, major 6 chord diminished, major 6 chord, and so on. So then you end up with this kind of a structure. And because E flat major 6 is the same as C minor 7, we can use them interchangeably. I mean, C minor 7 uses exactly the same diminished. It's exactly the same chords as well. We're just starting and ending at a different place. Now that you are able to use the diminished chord, now you want to find places in jazz tunes where you can find the opportunity to voice. And that's usually when the melody is using parts of the major scale or parts of the minor scale. Like for instance, Beautiful Love, which is in the key of D minor. And the key that works with the diminished that works with D minor, as I said at the beginning, is a half step. So it'll be C sharp diminished. Right. I'm using drop 2 voicings here. So as opposed to doing a closed style, I drop the second voice, which is second voice from the top basically. The C will come here and then we'll move. Now, how I voiced. This is the melody of Beautiful Love. So I can see here that this melody is actually can be used as a diminished to minor to diminished to minor. So you can do but obviously you have to land on the E half diminished. And here I can many ways you can do that. You can literally do it all over the piece because this melody is quite modal. And so forth. Another tune that can really work is the B section of There Is No Greater Love. Actually, there's a recording of McCoy Tyner playing the B section of There Is No Greater Love using just diminished voice leading. So it does. Okay, and here is using a diminished to G minor 6. Now, I didn't mention that you can also use it for minor 6 chords, but it's literally going to be exactly the same as it would have been for minor 7 chords. So the diminished that works for G minor, which is the bridge of There Is No Greater Love, is F sharp diminished. Now the thing about these chords is you have to spend time. I mean, I surely had to practice these for hours, days, weeks, months, just to get the basic structure down, you know. Close position on different degrees. I'm going to work on it slowly at first. Then you try to speed it up. So I would recommend that you use a metronome and practice it in that way. And then once you at least have it somewhat down, you can try to implement it into jazz standards. So what he's actually doing here is he's using the diminished to voice the melody. G minor 6 diminished. So the melody on its own is voice it here. That's just a pure dominant, and then it goes up the diminished. Another song that you can use it in is, for instance, when you're heading into the B section of Softly as in the Morning Sunrise. So when you're going into the B section, into the E flat major, the melody goes. Okay, we target that section. This would be C diminished, the diminished now that works for the chord 2, which is F minor. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope that you will use these diminished chords to voice some of the melodies of some of the repertoire that you already know. Please leave a like and subscribe if you liked this video, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.